Good morning, church. The police department was called this morning. I don't know who the European was that came and knocked on my door. I didn't open the door. I didn't call the police. I didn't open the door. The next door neighbor is an Indian, and in the gay community, he's a Gabriel Franklin. These people came in here last night and sucked my dick and had sex with my body again. Every night, it's the same offense. They keep coming in here, sucking my dick, and now they're pulling down my ornaments. So I went and put up a Christmas tree and some lights. They won't stop coming in here and pulling down the ornaments when I'm asleep or when I'm not home. My dick is throbbing as a result of it. So this morning when I woke up and my cock was throbbing and I saw that my ornaments were pulled from the wall, I raised my voice against them as a European race, because it's the Europeans that are crying, and now these Haitians are crying. I guess I'm not supposed to have I'm not supposed to enjoy the holidays. You know, can't have a turkey and can't be with people. At Thanksgiving 2 days ago, I deliberately did not go to their party because they didn't want me there. They came in here and put a hole in my turkey. And they removed some of the juice of the broth of the turkey and put water in there so that it would taste bland and not taste, all the flavoring would be gone. They did it last year. They did it the year before. Every holiday, it's the same hits. This woman will not stop calling attention to herself. And she wants me to live my life as if she's the center of my universe. And I don't do that. I don't put people like Gabriel Franklin in my lifetime. I was just looking over the lease here of Gretchen Kafuri Commons. No different than the lease of West Shore Apartments, Grand Oaks Apartments, Bush Hotel. No different than any of those lease agreements. And nowhere does it say on the lease agreement that this woman has access or has permission to come into my home using gay men and gay women to sexually assault me, to pull down my ornaments, to destroy my property, put holes in my shit. I mean, here's the leasing agreement here. Okay, here's the leasing agreement. There's nothing in the leasing agreement that gives them permission to do what the hell they're doing in here. The police officer come knocking on my door, calling me Kevy. I mean, to diminish me. This is the problem with these fucking Europeans, is that their badge and their gun and their hood, their white sheets are there to diminish. They're there to diminish and cut us down. It doesn't matter where we're at. They have to be the number one. They have to be the white ones. And we have to be removed. If we can't come out, they can come out and they can put in the decorations, but we can't come out. We can't enjoy Christmas. We can't enjoy New Year's. We can't enjoy anything. It's pack them up, send them to jail. They told me they were going to put me in jail for 6 weeks. They told me they were going to put me in jail for 6 weeks until after the holidays. This is what they've done all the way back. This is what John MacArthur, the pastor, the elder, the whatever the fuck he is, this is what this European has been doing to me. I mean, he left Grace Community Church to come up here to persecute me. And it's okay for the European police enforcement. It's okay for the white race, for the Klan, for the gay community, for the white president. It's okay for them to come here and molest me, abuse me, rape me, fuck me, do whatever the hell they want to me. I mean, how many incident reports does a person need for Thanksgiving? How many incident reports does a person need now for Christmas? Oh, I can't put up my licenses of things that I want to do. I can't have books in stores. Oh no, they're for European people only. Everything is European. Everything is fucking European. Jails? Why aren't jails for Europeans who commit crimes? Oh no, jails are for Haitian people who don't want to submit. Jails are for Haitian people who don't want to yield. Yesterday I'm at the library trying to upload the videos that I have done here on this computer and the photos on my own iPage. I have to pay over $100 to keep the iPage account open. They won't allow me to open up the iPage and to upload the videos. I have to go to gay sites, look up their homosexuality fucking. I got to look up their assholes sucking. I got to look up their nudity in order for me to load my videos, my photos, my work, in order for me to do anything. In order for me to do anything. I mean, I'm doing the ministry just like anybody else, but I guess that Constitution doesn't apply to me. Their European Constitution don't apply to Haitians who want to live as equals. We have to live our own lives. They have to be the center of our lives. These fucking European women want to compete. That's all they do is want to compete. That's all they do. They sit in their apartments and they go buy, ornaments, who has the most expensive ornaments. They want to compete. They want to sit there and hiss at me. It's the same thing with Thanksgiving turkey. Well, you can't come and eat turkey with us because, we're supposed to be I had put up a poster so that the people would come and I could minister to them. What do? They go and put up a poster downstairs. It's like it's a competition everywhere. It's a fucking competition to brush your teeth. Who has the nicer what? Who has the nicer toothbrush? It's a competition, everything that you do. I don't understand these people. These are a bunch of sickos. These are a bunch of sick fucking people in this country. They can't live without making themselves the center of it all year long. Everywhere, it doesn't matter. Even if I was sleeping on a fucking park bench. I have never heard of a fucking police officer calling me Kevy. This is the shit that they're doing on purpose. This is the shit that they're doing on purpose. You sit there and you persecute 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 and you persecute. You ostracize. Persecute and ostracize in my own home. And I'm not allowed to raise my voice against that shit. Where is it on the lease agreement? When did I agree with Michael Bunn, who's supposed to be the manager, that these people have the right to come in here and do this shit to me? I don't go into their apartments. I don't eat their food and pull shit from their walls. I don't do none of that. None of it. I'm not trying to drive it's holiday season. Leave me the fuck alone. She's under the Klan and the Klan won't stop coming out. A bunch of fucking Europeans, now they call themselves Klan. British, English, whatever the fuck their name is. They were in here last night and they didn't need help coming in here. They didn't need help coming in here to suck my dick. Why do you need me to open the door now? You didn't have a problem coming in here. You didn't have a problem gassing the apartment to knock me out, to open the door, leave me subliminal messages when you want to conversate about gay sex and you want me to go suck your dick down there, right? When you want to come in here and eat my cock and fuck me and pierce me and judge me, you don't need me to open the door. Now all of a sudden somebody calls and complains. They might have been one of the people who's doing this shit. The one who complained is probably the one who is guilty of coming in here and doing the shit that they're doing. If they're complaining, it's because they had a part in it. They want me removed. Because why? They don't want to put decorations. They don't want to celebrate Christmas. They want to compare notes. They want to come in here as soon as I walk out the fucking door to come in here and turn on the lights and take pictures and videos and act like this is their home. They want to come in here and do all of that. And what am I supposed to be? Sitting in jail? Every fucking year, it's the same thing. Even if I was at the Portland Rescue Mission, you'd be putting holes in my fucking jacket, holes in my shoes, holes in my socks. Oh, and they're allowed because the white race, all of us blacks have to sit there and suffer. We have to sit there and suffer. Where's the fucking lease agreement? There is a lease agreement. These people are not allowed in your home at any time without your permission. There is an addendum on the fucking refrigerator. The addendum says if you bring a guest, they've got to sign downstairs. When did I ever sign any of these fucking people to come in here? I don't have no guests, no friends, no family. All of these people have turned against me that I used to know because of you fucking Europeans. Literally, you Europeans who want to fuck. And you don't want the guilt trip of Jesus Christ over your head. It's not my fault you're a bunch of heathens. It's not my fault you're a bunch of kooks. It's not my fault you're a bunch of homos. I have to come down to your level in order for me to live in this fucking country. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I can't even call the police because you took my fucking phone. Where is it in the lease here? Where is it in the lease that you have the right to come in here and assault me? Oh, by the way, and plus, I don't have any evidence. No evidence, right? No evidence. Well, if you don't have any evidence, then I'm sorry, Mr. Duclairon, you can't file a police report. No evidence. There's no evidence that anybody broke in here. There's no evidence that your apartment's being gassed. There's no evidence that she's sucking your dick. There's no evidence that she's doing any of that. No evidence. Every fucking apartment complex is the same shit. Here are 2 incident reports. Here are 2 incident reports. And now I have to write another one? And it's not even December yet? You want me out of here by December? Then don't bring Christians into the building. Don't bring African Christians into the building. You don't want African Christians to celebrate Christmas and celebrate this and celebrate that? Don't bring us into the building. You want a bunch of homosexuals living in here? You want a bunch of white reprobates living in here, having gay sex? And I mean, I have to turn on your videos. I don't bring your faggots in here. I turn on your videos. Every morning, I got to sit here and sing the same song and do the same dance. Can't listen to the Christian radio station. Can't dance to the music. Can't do this. Can't do that. Can't go here. Can't go there. Everything is you can't. You have a fucking Melinda MacArthur in my ear 24/7, 7 days a week. The bitch doesn't shut up. I got to deal with the Gabriel Franklin on an intercom. I guess deportation is the only way to deal with Kevin Duclairon, right? Deportation in jail. Send them back to their own fucking countries and put them in jail. Email after email to this fucking Barack Obama and his administration don't respond. Email to this George Bush and he doesn't respond. Right? Mr. White police officer? Right? Now it's Christmas time. Let's deport the nigger back to Africa, right? You come in here, you suck my dick, you fuck me, you rape me, you do whatever the fuck you want to me. I still have the turkey from Thanksgiving, and now the whole house is set up, and I'm supposed to give you the keys to my home so you can come and sit for 6 weeks. You want to come and sit and eat my turkey and live in my apartment as if this is yours? You actually you actually think I'm gonna bring you in here to live my life? You want a fucking nice home? Go get your Marie Chenin Berger, that fucking slave that you sold out to the Europeans, to set up an apartment for you. If your heart is enticed, that's not my problem. I didn't ask you to send for me. I told you at the age of 10, I would never be your servant. I would never be your fucking buddy. I would never be your slave. You nigger made the worst mistake when you didn't send me back when I was under the age of 18 and you knew this was gonna happen. I told you, I'm not your servant and I'm not your slave. I'm not your fucking servant and I'm not your fucking slave. You fucked me for too many years with the help of the police department. Now you want to come in here and eat the rest of my turkey and enjoy my Christmas tree? You go fuck yourself. Every day I gotta write a fucking incident report against you. You piece of shit. You white bitch, why don't you get off the fucking intercom and go live your own life and let me alone so I can live mine? What, you think I'm just gonna let you waltz in and take whatever the fuck you want? Yeah, you go fuck yourself. Where's my police report? How many times have I had to call the fucking police? I called the police the other day because you came in here and sabotaged my shit. They didn't come running to my rescue. They didn't come running to my rescue. Where's my fucking police report? Right? I've been here for 4 years. And all 4 years, I have called it in. I've reported it. Like any good citizen. Now you go into your database. Where's the fucking police report? Oh no, he's psychotic. He's mentally ill. I'm not fucking psychotic and mentally ill. You're just a bunch of white supremacists who want to focus on you. That's what I'm dealing with. And this. No black man is allowed to have no Christmas tree. No black man is allowed to enjoy Christmas like us. No black man is allowed to preach Jesus. No black man is allowed to have a nice home. No black man is allowed to do anything. Right? Let's turn on the fire. Let's turn on. Let's have the fire. Let's have the fire burning. Right? Get closer and closer to Kevin Duclairon. This is the reason why they're doing all this shit. There it is. There, Christmas lights. Right? This is why they're doing it. They banged before I turned on the camera before I turned on the Christmas lights. This is what Africans are not allowed to have. Okay? Yesterday, when I was setting it up, they turned on the fire alarm. Because they didn't want me to set up the tree. They turned on the fire alarm and expected me to come running out the door so that they can take some of the ornaments. When I went to the storage facility to get the ornaments, they apparently went into the storage facility and took out some of the lights, so I had to go buy new lights. They have access. This is the police department doing this. This is Portland Police doing this, helping John MacArthur and Gabriel Franklin. So they pulled down. Yeah. So they went into the storage facility and they took out some of the the ornaments. They took out some of the lights. So I had to go to Fred Meyer's and buy 100 more lights. Right? So no matter what I do in this country, it's like, whether Christmas, whether New Year's, whether Thanksgiving or my birthday, it's like I can't enjoy it. This white man wants to be the center of my life. This white man wants to be, it's like if I took pictures in here for Thanksgiving, I can't upload those pictures. I can't upload the videos. I can't upload nothing to communicate to you who actually are the church and believe. Because this fucking European wants to be the center of everything that I do. They want to haul me out of here, and put me in jail. And I'm not even committing a crime. I'm not a fucking criminal sitting here breaking it. I'm living by my lease. I have a fucking lease here to live here, to pay the rent. And these fucking Europeans will not allow me to be at peace with their people. It's like, if I'm not called a slave, then they're not happy. I have to be a slave. It's either you live as a slave and you do what we tell you as a slave. I'm like, then if you think I'm that bad of a person, then you should have shot me and killed me years ago. You should have shot me and killed me years ago. You want to put me in a fucking mental institution so she could rape me and fuck me? So she could sit there and use me? This is what's going on in the Christmas 2015. So this is why the video is here. This is what the anger is. The tree, the chair, the Christmas thing here, right? That's the manger scene, and the lights. So this is what there it is, right there. So this is gonna be one hell of a Christmas, So this is the big deal here, the lights, okay. The Nutcracker. And one other thing. The boots. That's it. That's that. They want to put me in jail and they want me removed out of the. This is they're white women who want to sit there and bitch and moan and complain. This is the message that I preached back in 2005 or 2006. So this is the big thing here. Oh, of course, my desk. This is the big deal here. Huge deal, big deal. This is what they want me to lose year after year. Incident report after incident report. This is what they did in 2011, after Christmas, after Thanksgiving, after Halloween. Gabriel came into the apartment, sexually assaulted me. I called it in. This was in Seattle. They put me in jail for weeks. And then they told me that I needed to leave the state. So I came down here. This is the same shit that they did back in 2011. I came down here. Now, since I've been down here, this is what they've been doing. Nothing has changed. These people will never stop persecuting me. until I call myself their slave and their property. These people will never stop raping me, taking my ornaments, taking my shit, you know, using my property. Here are the certificates of ordinances that I got from the city. Okay? They're right there on the wall. Right there on the wall. You can't have a wall that has information on it about who I am and what I'm doing. Right? This is can't have nothing. In other words, as soon as I have it, you know, I'm the only one that has to expose everything. You know? And yesterday I was at the tree lighting festival that they have each year at their so-called condescending, disrespectful, totally disrespectful, acting as if I'm the one that's the gay, when it's them who's living this way. It's them. These people have videos upon videos and photos upon photos. Police officers that are homosexuals when they don't have their outfit up, when they don't have their guns and their badges. I mean, it's always misleading us. Every fucking day they mislead us. Every day. Every night. They come into the apartment and put drugs. They come into the apartment and put laxative. It's like the black man who's not under white supremacy, white control. The black man who's not under the control of their skin, hair, and eyes. The black man who's not under their control is the black man that sits in jail. They told me that one of the labor-ready men was beaten up. Right? Beaten up. On Thanksgiving Day, I spent the day here by myself. Right? Watching movies, eating turkey. Right? And as soon as I stepped outside, I had completed a video because they wouldn't stop coming in here. They wouldn't stop gassing the apartment and sexually assaulting me in here. I couldn't call the police to tell the police that I was being fucked and raped in my own apartment. So I go to upload the video at Starbucks. And there they are, the whole community of them waiting for me. They had a black man from Labor Ready at the corner right here, at the corner of 12, on the phone. I think his name is Tyrone. And what was told to me was that he was beaten up. I don't know. I didn't see his face. He turned, and he's a John MacArthur representative. This is how these people are living. They look at that. Whether in Christianity or whether in so they're outside the door now. They're waiting for me to open the door. They gave me a warning to keep it down. But it's like, I wish these people would stop competing against me and would stop coming into my home. And now they're banging. Now they're banging on the wall. So this is Christmas 2015, right? Christmas 2015. We're not even in December yet. We're not even in December yet. So this is what they're doing, right? This is what they're doing. And jealousy runs. This is what jealousy in the heart of this Haitian woman and this European is doing. You know what I mean? This is a bunch of bullshit. People shouldn't have to live like this. Congress should do something about this MacArthur and this Franklin and these police officers. Congress needs to do something about the local government who does this shit to people of color. You understand what I'm saying? Congress needs to do something about the local government persecuting people of color to subjugation and submission. That's a lot of bullshit. People shouldn't have to live like this. People shouldn't have to live with somebody coming into their homes and sexually assaulting them. That's real bullshit. I have a lease here, and the lease is dishonored. Look at this. Here's the lease, and it's the same thing in every apartment complex. Here's the lease, right? Here's the lease. Here's the leasing agreement, right? And here's 2 incident reports that I haven't even turned in yet. And when I tried to turn them in, I couldn't, right? Here's the leasing agreement, okay? And here are the incident reports. Why do we have a leasing agreement and incident reports? Why are there incidents inside of our apartments? Right? Why are people coming in and sabotaging our shit, and then we're not allowed to say anything to management? Management is dodging us and hiding. Management is locking their door when they know that we have incident reports to put in. And here's this is for this morning's incident. I haven't even written it yet. So here's a third one. This was from Thanksgiving, and this is the first one for Christmas. So instead of an incident report, they call the police to come and haul me out of here. So these incident reports is from Thanksgiving, and I didn't even write down everything that they did. I didn't even write down everything that they did. So this manager, right? Here's the leasing agreement. Who signs a leasing agreement knowing that there's going to be how many incident reports? How many incident reports? There's like 50 incident reports. It's like 10 per month. 10 per month. And of course, look at when they decide to call the police. They didn't call the police after the first incident report, or the second incident report, or the third incident report, or the fourth or the fifth incident report. No, they decide to call the police as we're switching from Thanksgiving to Christmas. They could have called the police and says, "Hey, this guy over here is pissed off because these people won't stop coming into his apartment. When I'm not home and they're in here, the police is never called. When I'm not home or when I'm asleep and they're in here, the police is never called. Not once have I ever gotten, 'Hey, Kevin, we saw somebody going into your apartment.' Or, 'Hey, Kevin, somebody was climbing through your window.' Or, 'Hey, Kevin, somebody came into your apartment and I saw them taking this out.'" Nobody signs a leasing agreement, right? Look, what does it say there? A leasing agreement knowing that there's going to be multiple incidents, continuous incidents. Nobody does. Nobody does. That's a lot of bullshit. And so if I have to raise up my voice to tell them I don't approve, if that's my only power, then I'm going to use it. It's not right for people to come into your home and do this shit and get away with it. The Indian next door, if it's not his smell, now he's got his TV loud so I can hear it. And it's a white woman that's talking. So, this is going to be one hell of a holiday season. So if you don't see me out there preaching, then it's because I'm sitting in jail. If you don't see me out there preaching, it's because I'm sitting in jail because, I'm acting white again. This is acting white. This is acting European. Having a fucking Christmas tree in your home is acting European. Right? Having a Christmas tree in your home is acting European. I'm not allowed to have a Christmas tree. I'm not allowed to have a turkey. I'm not allowed to have friends, because if you have friends and you have a Christmas tree and a turkey, you're acting European. Europeans are the only people in the world that are allowed to have Christmas trees and turkeys and friends. We're not good enough to be their friends. We have to be their subjugates and subordinates. That's their community. That's what the community is, being the subordinate of European people. And you're not allowed to have what they have. You're not allowed to go where they go. You're not allowed to enjoy what they enjoy. You're not allowed to laugh when they laugh and be happy when they're happy. You're not allowed to dance to the same music and to the same and to the same beat of the same drum. Because as soon as you do it, it means you're gay. But they're not gay though. They're not gay. But you're gay because you're dancing to. They're up there on the stage and they're prancing and dancing and shaking off their derriere and talking about gay sex and who knows what they're talking to each other about, right? But as soon as you try to get into the spirit of what? The holiday spirit, is that what they call it? Automatically you're the Grinch. This is the shit that's going on in America, and some get killed. Some are not going to make it. I've been cursing up a storm since 6 o'clock in the morning. It's right now 7:05. This is the beginning of my Christmas. See, here's a blank. This is a blank incident report. Okay. Now I have to write an incident report for Michael because the next door neighbor called the police. He's a Gabriel Franklin representative. That's how they do it. Here's Thanksgiving, and now here's Christmas. I don't know how you're spending your holidays. I don't know who's going to come after you and what they're going to do to you. It's not my fault, nor is it my problem that Gabriel Franklin has issues with John MacArthur. It's not my fault, nor is it my problem that the gay community has issues with the Klan or the snake community. I don't go into people's homes and do this sort of thing. People shouldn't be coming into mine. I think we need a reformed government. I think we need a reformed government, and the government needs to take some real actions against the people that are doing this. But I think the government is the one that's doing this. The word behind the word government are a bunch of racists, homosexuals, and Klansmen. Right? This Barack Obama, I mean, I don't know how much you people trust him. Right? He's a half black, half white man. I mean, this woman, you know, she comes in here and she chops off all my hair and the back of my head. All of the shit that they've done. You know? All of the shit that they've done every year. The government just sits there. The government is behind it. The government is behind it. The gay community gets their instructions and their freedom and their permission from somewhere. Wasn't it the government that gave them permission to marry? Wasn't it the government who gave them permission to marry? Wasn't it the government that gave them permission to what? And it's a white government. We live under a white government, a white system, a white Klan doing white shit to people. You know? And that's not right. Let them hide next door. Let them hide wherever they want. Right? Doesn't make a difference to me. Incident report after incident report. Incident report after incident report. Incident report after incident report. Trespassing, trespassing, trespassing. I mean, how many incident reports does a person need, right? I mean, here's incident report after incident report. Right? Incident report. Here's another incident report. Right? Incident report after pages upon pages upon pages of incident reports. And what has the police department done for all these incident reports? Nothing. Nothing. They never do anything. Cutting, piercing, raping, leaving my cock throbbing, trespassing, destroying my property. Nothing. Nothing. All they say is he's mentally ill. Right? The African American is too dark. Me, I'm mentally ill. I'm not allowed to acknowledge what they're doing. You know? They're beating the shit out of Gabriel Franklin and her family, and she's taking it out on me. No, I'm not gonna let them do that without opening my mouth and saying something against it. That's bullshit. People shouldn't be living like this. People should be living in fear. It's Christmas time and people are living in fear. That is a lot of bullshit. I didn't commit no crime. I'm defending my home. I didn't commit no crime against the neighbor. I'm defending my home. I'm defending my lease. I'm defending my freedom. I'm in my own home defending my freedom. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Speak really softly? Would you please not come into my apartment? Would you please not come into my apartment? Stop it. Stop it, John MacArthur. Stop it, Gabriel Franklin. Stop it. Stop touching my person. Stop touching my penis. Stop sucking my penis. Stop cutting my feet. Stop hurting me. Stop hurting me, Mommy. Mama Gabby. Stop it. 44 years old, this is what I've been reduced to. Now figure out what the rest of the holiday season is going to be. She's not my mother. She's not my wife. Why is the government using her to suck my dick? She's not my mother. She's not my wife. Why is the government using her to give me blowjobs? Why is the government using her to hurt me? She's not my wife. She's not my sister in Christ. Why are they coming in here and sabotaging my property? Why are they constantly after me? They act like they're not, but they are, because that's the position they've given to every African born in America. We're the subjugates, we're the subordinates, we're the people that are not supposed to have any kind of equal rights. We're the people that are supposed to submit to everything that they say. Everything they say is as if it's of divine origin. It's as if it's of divine origin, right? I'm a gospel preacher. Yesterday I could have preached to the whole mass, but what's the point, right? All they would have done was cut me down from the stage. Right? Which they did anyway. And I gave it back. You know? You're not allowed to have anything nice. You're not allowed to be in a real position. of authority. You're not allowed to have a recognized position. In other words, you could sit there and yell and scream Jesus, 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 but you know, the title of papacy and cardinal and priesthood belongs to the white man in a white robe. The same white people who pretended that Jesus Christ was not God and crucified him. Right? Now today, they're the controller. They control the whole religion. They control the entire religion of Christianity. Right? Anywhere you go, it's them. You walk into any of these buildings, what do you see? The white-faced man. You go to Ethiopia, and it's the white-faced man setting up himself as the church pastor and priest and leader. Right? And he's got his whole denomination behind him. Now, today, once they got control, once they know that, you know, it's a form of government. Once they plant, when you plant a church, you're planting a new government. You're planting a new government with God doing what? With God doing what? With God supporting you. This is what I'm fighting here. I'm a Haitian trying to plant a church, and this is what they're doing to keep me. Why? I'm basically setting myself up as a government. I'm setting myself up as a government. I'm setting myself up as a government official representing the kingdom of heaven. If I'm sitting here, why do you think there's so many incident reports? Why do you think I'm waking up in the morning pulling? Look at, you see how my hair is pulled out? They're the ones who do this. They're the ones who pull out my hair and chop off the back of my head. This is their doing. This is their doing. Now they're peeling. They've already taken out several lights. This is the shit that they're doing because I'm setting myself up as a government. They wanted me to go suck their dick last night at 122nd. So I went right here to the Taboo, right? And they have in a booth a Guy Franklin. Right? Same persecuting her son. So before I went, and this was to do what? So they didn't allow me to upload the videos, and they didn't allow me to upload the pictures in my own site. But instead, they wanted me to come out as a fag. See, it's okay for me to come out as a fag and as a drag and you know, be a RuPaul and those people. But for me to be a minister and for them to recognize and respect, no. They don't want this message here to have any legitimacy. That's why they're doing what they're doing. And of course, you can't call the police. Now you can't open your mouth and speak against what they're doing. You can't report it to the police and you can't speak against what they're doing. Oh, they're taking offense because their hearts have been hurt because of the fact that I said that white women, and they do. They sit there and compare themselves. They do. I don't lie. I don't have any reason to lie. So I don't know what the hell is going to happen for the remainder of the weekend. And they gave me a warning. And this is my video against what they're doing. So, you know, I didn't open my door to them. I don't call them. They told me, don't call us. We'll have you arrested. Don't come to our precinct. You're barred from the precinct, and you're barred from, can't approach them. If I ever approach them, it's because they've set themselves up. Right? They put themselves right there so that I can speak to them. So they come when they want. It's not when I call them when something happens. It's when they want. When one of the neighbors call, this was what, a third time that the neighbors have called. But you know, the neighbors don't tell them that people are coming in here. The neighbors don't say nothing about the people coming in here. They act like they don't know what's going on. I'm the only Haitian black man who speaks French, Spanish, and English and Creole. The only one that John MacArthur has been persecuting because of not because of my religious beliefs, but because of my level of communication. I may not be the most prolific in Spanish and in French, but I understand what is being spoken. Right? And that's a threat to John MacArthur. So, you know, if there's European coming out of me, it's because you own the whole race. I grew up here. I'm a product I'm a product of what? Of my society. I'm a product of my society. This is who I am. This is what I've become. You don't like it? Blame God. This is his world. You don't own the world, and you don't own the people in it. This is his world. Right? The communities of the world belong to God, not to you. Christmas is not about Christmas trees. It's about the Christ. You turn it into a pagan holiday. So they have blacks in the background talking about leadership. They have white women hiding, making threats. This is Christmas 2015. This is how we're not even in December yet. We're still in November. It's November 28th. If it's up to these people, by December they'll have Michael remove me out of here. And not because I did anything, but because I'm complaining about the shit that they're doing. Not because I'm violating the lease, but because they're coming in here. This is Christmas, and they already have homeless people. This is the shit. They have the homeless working at Labor Ready. They have the homeless working at Labor Ready, right? To persecute me, so that preparing me to deal with them on the homeless level. They bring the homeless into Labor Ready to persecute me, to go through my bag, to go through my property, so that they can remove me out of the apartment complex. This is what Portland police have been doing since I got here. Same thing as Seattle police, same thing as Los Angeles police, same thing as White Plains police, either White Plains police or Nanuet police. This is what they've been doing, this government. Right? It was their police department that removed me out of a relationship with Guy and Gabrielle. Right? They're the ones who picked me up with social services and took me to the group home. Right? This is what the police department have been doing for 35 years. They're gay, they're Klan. This is what they've done. This is what they're doing. They follow me from state to state, city to city, and they call each other on the telephone since before Tom Sullivan. Before Tom Sullivan. This is what the white police is doing to people of color in this country. They're shooting us and persecuting us. They hate us. They're the American Klan. They're the American Klan. And then they want to come and call you Kevy like you're a fucking kid. To disrespect you and piss you off. They're the same hood-wearing homosexuals that you'll find at Taboo on videos. They're the same hood-wearing homosexuals that you'll find, in the Congress. Who do you think is in the Congress? Them. The ones that call you Kevy. Kevin. Kev Rooster, Kevin Nama. They're the same diminishing homosexuals, the same queers. When it comes to the law and the government, the Constitution don't apply to us. The immigration laws don't apply to us. Even the leasing agreement don't apply to us. So there is no law on how you deal with a nigger. You can deal with a nigger however you want. There is no law and there is no government. You can do whatever. The nigger is like a dog that you kick, right? Something goes wrong in your business. You can kick the nigger, right? You could spit on him, lynch him, drag him, beat him, set him on fire, and there's not supposed to be anybody, rooting for the nigger or defending the nigger. The nigger can't get a lawyer to defend himself. Can't get no pastors to stand with him. Pastors who are supposed to be men of God. Pastors who are supposed to be men, God-fearing men. Pastors who are supposed to be representing the kingdom of God and fighting what is right. Pastors. But if they're white-skinned and blonde hair and blue eye, or black hair and blue eye, or brown hair and blue eye, they don't stand with the African side. But what does the Bible say about maltreatment? What does the Bible say about the evil that you people are doing as a race? But yet they put themselves in the position, and that's all that it is. It's the position and the money and the recognition. It's not the work. You don't see MacArthur out there doing the work, right? He gets on the radio, and the radio is supposed to be his level, right? The radio is supposed to be his level. And the pulpit ministry that he has is supposed to be his level. But it doesn't mean that he's going to live it. That's his level, but it doesn't mean that he's going to live it. This is what Europeans are doing with Christianity, and this is what Europeans are doing with African people in this country. Something is wrong. And I don't know who out there is an advocate or who out there is who can fight for our side. Now I'm beginning to sound like those people in in the days of Martin Luther King, when they were out there fighting for civil rights. Now I'm beginning to understand why the civil rights era started and began. Why civil rights basically took Martin's life. It's the same thing in here. It's the whole civil rights thing again in my own home. No different. Now, I imagine what Africans are going through in their own homes at Christmas. You can't have Christmas trees. You can't have Christmas decorations. It's a European pagan holiday. You can't have, you're not Jews. Are you Jews? Then why do you have a Bible? You're not Jews. Why do you have a baby in the manger? Next thing you know, they're going to tell us, since we're not English and British, we're not allowed to speak their language. Right? They brought it out of Europe to come here. They brought it out of Europe to come here. And they're expecting us to live by, there is no law. There is no law to protect us, and there's no law to govern the relationship. There is no relationship. It's, we're the kicking bags. We're the kicking bag. We're the stepping stones. We're not the children of God. We're not the image of God. We're not created by God for his purposes. This is what these scumbags are doing to us. What Christian minister do you know of that writes, you trespassers are my enemies? Why do you want to be so close to me? My property, my leadership, my life, my Christianity, my sickness, my Haitian spirit, my nationality, etc. Why not visit your own? Nobody in the church, no pope have ever had to write that in the church. No pastor have ever had to write that in the church. To wear people off from coming in and out of their home. The shit that they're doing is illegal. Who is going to stand and say, stop doing what you're doing, and you are trespassing? You are violating this man's civil rights. You want to acknowledge the fact that I've raised my voice, but what about my civil rights that has been what? Denied. What about my rights to work? My rights to a family? My rights to living my own Christian life? My rights to be accepted as a minister rather than a cock-sucking homosexual Haitian man? What about my rights? You want to come and bang on my door because I've raised my voice. I wouldn't have raised my voice if somebody hadn't trespassed, come into my home, sexually assaulted me, sabotaged my property, and what, and I'm not supposed to say anything? Am I supposed to be the bitch of this city? The bitch of this country? The bitch of this apartment complex? I'm not supposed to say anything, do anything, have any kind of defense? Are my people supposed to be what? We're supposed to be the carpet that you just walk on and crush our heads, shoot us and kill us and beat us? No, that's not right. That's not right. You may have more ammunition and more bullets in your gun, but that doesn't mean anything. Somebody could shoot you in your head and you never use your bullets. Somebody can, ram you while you're driving out there on the interstate, and you never see your family this Christmas. Some police officers won't make it to December 2015. They'll die in November, somewhere in this country. They will die in November because of this shit that's going on in America against Africans. Every African born has a white enemy. Every African born has a white enemy. Somebody somebody out there is telling them, well, this African man needs to submit to our people. From childhood all the way to old, past Obama. It's not right. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with the fact that for me to upload this video or any other video, I gotta be what? I gotta be sucking some dick? I gotta be sucking somebody who is HIV with VD, gonorrhea, syphilis, typhoid, sexually transmitted diseases? All of these fucking Europeans have sexually transmitted diseases, and those are the only people I'm allowed to associate with? Oh, but I'm not allowed to associate with the famous John MacArthur's and the famous Charles Stanley's and the famous David Jeremiah's and the famous this and the famous that. I'm not even allowed to say their name. Jesus Christ wasn't like that. Jesus Christ was not like that. We're not allowed to associate with the famous Billy Grahams. When was Jesus famous? Jesus says, do not suffer the little children to come unto me. These people, if I don't have the freedom of speech, if my freedom of speech is taken from me here, right? What's next? You're going to tell me not to preach the gospel of Jesus to the people outside? And then what? You're going to take the Bible away from me and tell me that I can't practice my own religion? I can't acknowledge my Creator? Your gun is the only authority that I need to know? Your badge and what? Your handcuff? I mean, I don't need to. I'm my whole life is a handcuff life. I don't need your handcuffs. My entire life is a handcuff life. That gun, which kills, is no different than the rope that your race and your people have used to do what? to break my neck. It's no different. It's the same thing. Dear white people, you have made this life of mine a living hell, and God is going to make this life of yours on the other side a living hell. Dear white people, you people are the scumbags of the world. You don't deserve this country. You don't deserve the leadership of America. You don't deserve the freedom and the liberty. You don't deserve to be called presidents. You don't deserve to be called presidents of the United States of America. None of you running deserves the presidency except for Ben Carson. Dear white people, you are a bunch of scumbags, and you need to repent of your sins. Now I understand that movie, and I understand the frustration and the hatred of these students. Dear white people, you know what? You're going to get exactly what's coming to you. When God Almighty catches up to you, He's going to give it to you. You don't believe in repentance? You don't believe in what is right? You don't believe in what is right. Because if you did, you wouldn't be doing it. You wouldn't be doing it. You wouldn't be violating your own lease. Every time you stepped in here, you violated the lease. You wouldn't be violating your own Constitution. Every time you touched me, you violated the Constitution. Every time her mouth went on top of my cock and your needle went in my ass or on my body to give me a shot to erect my cock so she could eat it and you can insult me. Every time you violated this lease, right? You don't deserve America. Dear white people, you don't deserve America. Dear British people, dear English people, dear Vikings, you should pack your shit and go back to your own country. Why? Because every time we come into contact with you, you put chains of slavery on us. You persecute us, and we're not even doing anything to you. We're living in our own islands, living in our own homes, living in our own property. And you, the jealous people who are drugged up and doing all kinds of mischievous stuff, when you see us clean, you come and you dirty us up. You come and you dirty us up. With your pornography, you dirty us up. With your immorality, with your sicknesses, with your diseases, with your lack of faith, with your unbelief, with your Satan worshiping. You white people have made us, our lives, the short time that we have, a living hell. Whether we're in our own countries or whether we're here in America. When we were in Africa minding our own business, fighting our own tiff wars, you came and you hauled us off over here. And look at the miserable life that you've given us. You think Barack and his wife are happy in that position? You know how many times they've been called niggers as presidents? I spent an hour and a half fighting these people. From 6 a.m. and now it's 7:30. And I've been talking for an hour. It doesn't matter. As soon as I turn this off, their intercom, they're going to be talking, cutting me down. This was the same thing in Seattle, Washington. They sent some people from Seattle, Washington to come and fetch me because Seattle, Washington has it set up for me to be killed. This is what I was told. The police department has basically brought people down, I think from Casey Treat's church or from the gay community representing members of Casey Treat's church and some and City Church. They've come down here to come and fetch me. In other words, it's time for you to come back up here and get killed. It was in Seattle that they maced me. It was in Seattle that they gave me snakes. It was in Seattle that they jailed me 4 times. It was in Seattle that they gave me HIV. It was in Seattle that they made me lose my trailer, my truck, my van, my car. It was in Seattle they took my right because it's Washington. Washington, the word Washington in itself goes back to the time of George Washington, who was president of this United States, and Washington means slavery. So anybody that goes up to Washington is going back to the time of Washington, which is slavery. That's what the word Washington means to these white-skinned European people. So there is no law written back in the days of Washington. This is Washington here. He's on the dollar bill. Washington is not only on the dollar bill, but Washington Washington was here in 1789 to 1797. So when I go back up to Seattle, Washington, that's the time that I go back to. 1789 to 1797. People who live in, same thing with Washington, D.C. Anybody, anytime you talk to somebody with the name Washington, it's back to slavery days. That's how they see it. Lincoln, right? Back to slavery days. So this is what's going on here. So they want me to leave, and if that means by persecution or me losing everything, they want me to lose everything. They want me to lose everything that's in the storage. They want me to lose everything that's in this apartment. If they haul me off to jail, all Michael has to do, the manager, is say, well, you can't come back into this apartment. And whatever, and of course, she's going to be given the freedom to take whatever she wants. And you think I'm going to remember everything that's in here? No, that's the whole goal. The whole goal is for me to lose it and for them to come in and file charges of disturbance, right? File charges of disturbance, and then for me to get removed and for me to lose my apartment. Now they have it so that I don't get a 1-bedroom apartment, right? I can only rent out studios. And so the prices of 1-bedroom apartments is they won't give me the price of the adjusted price for people on low income. That's what MacArthur did. He reduced me to low income housing. But I'm paying full price. I've been reduced to low income, but I'm paying full price. This is the shit that they're doing in America today. And I don't think it's just me. I think it's the same racism that took place back then. It's the same racism that's taking place here. They want me to go back up to Seattle, right? To be killed, to be hit. They've got African American women have put their hands on me. Hispanics have put their hands on me. They jumped me and beat the hell out of me until they almost broke my nose, right? Europeans have put their hands on me down here, caught me off guard twice. I was hit from the back, almost broke my finger here, and when I woke up at the mission, they beat the hell out of me. So it's not like these people, they're innocent. They're not. They're violent, aggressive people. Their churches are false. Their government is false. And it's like, well, why are you living in America? Because this is where I was brought to live, right? Why are we in existence in this generation? Because God wants us to live, and this is what we're doing. That's why I preach the gospel. That's why I preach the gospel of repentance, but not without them telling me to suck their dick, right? I preach the gospel of repentance, but then I got to have a cock in my mouth, right? I got to have a cock. I got to have their cock in here while I preach this. I can't live a repentant Christian life. I can't preach it and live it, and I can't pastor churches, right? Yesterday, on my way from Taboo, okay, from Taboo, I had gone to the library to upload. Then I was told to I went to the post office to pick up my mail. Then I have to go to Taboo and meet them there. And on my way there, Melinda says, well, you need to walk. And then she says, look at the streets. Look at all these people here. Look at the people in the restaurants. These are the people that you want to pastor. Do you think you can pastor those people? Do you think, look at how they're, it's like, and the street was filled with Europeans. The restaurants were filled with Europeans. And as I was walking up to Pioneer Square Park, the whole park was filled with Europeans. I didn't see one African person and a trickle of Spanish people. I didn't see one Asian. How many different nations do we have? It's a European thing. The whole event, right? And I'm thinking, wow, what happened to all the tribes and all the other nations? It's like everybody avoids the whole thing. The tree lighting, right? And and I'm sitting there, and it's like, wow. And then they They tried to put Hispanics ahead of me and to cut me off, and it's just like, wow, these people really have it in their mind to be first. And the Bible says that Jesus Christ is the first and last, right? He's the beginning and the end. He's the Alpha and Omega, and when you open up the scripture here, there's nothing about Europeans. There's nothing in here about them being first, right? There's nothing in here about them being first and them leading the church. Here, it's Christ who is the head of the church. Here, there's only one God, right? But yet these people will come in here and do all of that and assume the position. And in their assumption, this is what they're doing to destroy me. So the police was called because I was being too loud. If I was being too loud, it was because they were violating my lease. And I wouldn't open the door because of the fact that I'm not the one who called the police. Why should I open the door? And the man is ridiculing me and mocking me outside. I don't open my door to the Ku Klux Klan and to the gay community. And the uniform that he was wearing, that's what that uniform means to me. I don't respect police uniform. I don't believe in their leadership. I believe they're false. I believe they're homosexuals and Klansmen. When I look at them, that's what I see. I see a bunch of homosexuals and Klansmen in uniform. They wear Army uniform. They wear Navy uniform. They wear Marines uniform. And they wear police uniform. Don't ask and don't tell. They're still the people who practice homosexuality and racism. Count the years back. How many blacks have been killed since Lincoln signed that letter saying that Africans are free? How many blacks have been murdered and beaten and mistreated in their homes? Right? So nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. When you read this here, there's nothing about European papacy or the Catholic Church. If that Haitian woman wasn't brought in here to sexually assault me, I wouldn't have had reason to raise my voice. If that woman wasn't brought in here to sabotage my property, I wouldn't have had reason to get pissed off and to raise my voice. Don't come into my home, don't touch my property, don't sexually assault me, then I don't have any reason to open my mouth and say anything against you. Revelations 21:6. Jesus says, I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give to the one who thirsts from the spring of the water of life without cost. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they have planned. They've been persecuting me since I got into this building, since I got into this country. Since I was a boy, they've been asking me, they've been calling me to live the life of a homosexual, not this life. I'm not allowed to live a repentant Christian life. The only life I'm allowed to live is that of a homosexual. I'd show you some of their pictures, but I don't want their pictures on my videos. I don't want their pictures to be on my videos. So they're here in Portland, and when they saw the tree, they lost it. Jealousy. Oh, white supremacy. The white supremacists don't want the black man to have a pulpit ministry. The white supremacists don't want the black man to have anything in America. We're not allowed. We're not allowed. Right? We're not allowed. We're not allowed to live a repentant life. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what their plot is. And you know they have one. They're the Klan. So you know they have a plot. Anytime the European starts calling you by pet names, it's usually he's got something cooked up. But church, don't forget that God runs the earth. Okay? I'm not talking to you, Jonathan Zabel. You're not the church. You're not the church that I'm talking to. You're the Klan. And I told you that in college. Jonathan answered. They're back there from Cal State University, Northridge. He's a student. 94, 96. From 94 to 96, I knew Jonathan. He graduated out of Cal State University, Northridge. So whatever plan I have today is shot. Whatever plan I have today is shot. Right? Because all they have to do is approach me downstairs in the lobby and put me under arrest for disturbing the peace. Put me under arrest for vulgarity. Put me under arrest for, I don't know. But where is it written in this lease that these people have the right to come in here? Right? Where is it written? And yet they've been coming in here all year long. Michael won't even pick up the phone to call them. After the first incident report, there should have been a police report to go with every single one of these. This is how Haitians are being treated in America today. This is how Haitians on my level, I'm mixed. Now imagine what happens to the Haitians that are not light skinned. The Haitians that are light skinned are being killed. Howard Beach, where they were killed. Tony Gaston was killed. Jean Marie was killed. I mean, they're killing us. If they're not persecuting us and forcing us to suck their dirty, filthy dick, so they can call us out as homosexuals and slaves. And they'll tell you the only people who get to suck our dick are the slaves. You bring it out into the open, this is what you get. They come in here and they sabotage and they destroy. They come in here and this is something else that they do too. They go through your personal file. And this is what they're doing. This is what the police department does. This is what they do here. You see that? What they do here, they also do with my jackets. I want to show you something. You see? That's the difference. Right? And they also do it with my shoes. Look. Whether it's my filing or my jackets. This is what the police does. You see? This is what they do. You want to know why I'm raising my voice? This is what they do. They come in here and they put this is what they do to the shoes. This is what they do to the filing folders. This is what they're doing to the jackets. Okay? Both arms. Okay? It's not just wear and tear. This isn't done by me. Why would I do this to my own jackets? Why would I do that to my own jacket? Why would I do this to my own filing? Why would I do this? Why would I do this? Right? And why would I do this to my own shoes? Right? This is what they're doing. This is what's making me raise my voice. And then when I'm in the streets of Portland, they're going to steal my backpack, or they're going to go through the backpack and steal my property. For what? For being born to a different race, a different tribe, a different people, and to speak a different language? For what? Why all this persecution? And then when it's time for me to upload the video, then it's all hell break loose. I haven't written the report yet. Incident report. So I don't know what they're telling Michael, and I don't know what they're deciding, but whatever they decide, it doesn't make a difference. So if you see me roaming the streets of Portland this holiday, it's because of this. You know, just remember, this is how my apartment is. Right? This is how I was celebrating Christmas. Now you understand. Now this is what they don't want you to have. So when you hear that I went to jail, all right, this thing right here, they pulled it off of the wall completely. Instead of Christ, right? Instead of Jesus, it's this guy. This is how they steal the glory from God, right? So instead of giving the glory to Christ, instead of remembering Jesus, this is what they're doing now. This is the opposition. This is what they're doing to oppose the Son of God, right here. Right? It's the position, not the person. It's the position I want you to see. The Son of God is over here. See? Remember Jesus, right? The Son of God who died on the cross for our sins. And then this is their opposition. Apparently, this right here is a burning tree. Right? Set it on fire. I don't know what to tell you folks, but this doesn't seem like it's going to be a Merry Christmas, right? I don't know what your Christmas is going to be like, right? If your hair is going to be plumed out, if your house is going to be trespassed, if you're going to be molested, abused, hit, hurt, I don't know what they're going to do to you. But whatever they do to you, just don't become an antichrist, you know? Don't turn on God.